There we go. Reconnect. Hey, Cancer. Welcome to your tarot reading for the remainder of May into June. If you're not familiar with how I do my readings, I typically pull for the three major categories, which is life, love, and romance, and work and business. I did change the format to how my video laid out. I figured it'd be easier because I was making sure to just continue with the same format. Let me know if you guys prefer this or not. Yeah, this is something brand new. I just figured it'd be easier just to just continue on with my live after doing the shorts. But let's go ahead and shuffle. Um, I'm not sure if you guys saw my first two videos I made. Actually it's three now, but I ordered these cards recently, so they're brand new. So some of the imagery I'm still getting to learn. So if I stumble a little bit or it takes me some time to like figure out exactly what the card represents, please bear with me. And lastly, only take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave it here. Um, I don't pick up on everyone's energy, but sometimes I do. But let's go ahead and get started. And there's no particular order, like with how I do my readings. I typically the first pull is whatever comes out, and I just take it from there. These cards flopped out, so let's take these. High Priestess. Then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, followed by is this the Five of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, followed by the Emperor card in reverse. The Queen of Wands upright, followed by the Three of Wands. Right. Lastly, Nine of Cups. Wait, nope. I think see, Six of Cups. Six of Cups in reverse. Sorry about that, Cancer. So overall, Cancer, the energy that I'm getting. Let me see. Intuition, secrets, mystery, inner wisdom, stagnation, fear, acceptance, forgiveness, moving on, progression, expansion, growth, confidence, creativity, control, use of power. Oh, this is like a work relationship. I mean, work. This is like a work dynamic I'm picking up on. Cancer. This is giving me a overall energy of that. At least if it's not directly connected to like the industry, the people around you, you don't really trust. Like you don't really. You're struggling with trusting the people that you work with. It could be even be just the managers themselves, where maybe they've been promising you a promotion, right? They've been promising you a promotion that hasn't came, and you're already aware of like their BS in a sense. Like that's what I'm getting from like the High Priestess card. Like maybe this is something that you already had like brought to their attention. Like maybe this is some like you actually had like a you know how like some companies have like the yearly review. Um and there wasn't like nothing that was significant that kind of was like a negative mark against your performance. And from that you asked, at least for someone, some of you might have asked for like a pay increase consideration, and maybe you was given like a response like we'll look into that and get back to you, and maybe that has been some time ago, and that promotion has never came. Or if does not, if you haven't directly asked, maybe you are the type of Cancer who just been putting in the extra work and extra effort, right? hoping that they would just naturally give you a pay increase, but that doesn't seem to have happened yet. Part of you is starting to accept that as well, and you're contemplating whether or not you should just move on. You should move on to something else. Like I'm getting like a overall like transition of you're starting to like recognize like the what you're currently doing or where you're currently at is not going to bring in the finances, the happiness that you're looking for. There's a little bit of a hesitation that you're contemplating as well. I'm not sure why, but just overall, I'm getting like a little bit of like a hesitation coming from your part, Cancer, where maybe you don't think there's good opportunities out there for you, so that's why you've been dealing with this current situation as long as you have. Let me pull a couple more to see where this could possibly go for you. Tell me where this possibly can go. So we have the Ten of Cups that came out right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting like you overall, this is what you're looking for, right? You want financial security. Do one more. The temperance. Temperance in reverse. No, strength in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah, this is definitely like self-doubt. Maybe you don't fully believe in yourself or you just don't see that many promising opportunities that will allow you to like apply and move on to something that pays you a little bit better. But yeah, that's the current energy I'm picking up on for you in the, I guess, in the work category. You don't seem happy, at least with this Cancer I'm connected with. You're not happy with what they're paying you. And I mean, at the a little bit, I was just to say, so I can get out there. There is seemed like you might be also unhappy with leadership, with the current leadership that's in place. So maybe that's also a contributing factor. Like you're becoming impatient or irritated with them. So let's go ahead and move on to relationship or love. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Ace Ace of Pentacles that came out in reverse as well, followed by the Page of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, came out, followed by the Queen of Pentacles. Then we have the Nine of Wands, followed by the Justice. Have the Two of Wands in reverse. And there's overspend definition. Ooh, this I'm picking up on the Cancer's energy of someone who's already in a relationship, but there's not at least if I go with the cards, you're not fully happy with the overall status of the relationship. I'm not sure if this is you or them, but it's picking up like being dependent on the other, which in a relationship that's kind of part of it. So I'm not sure um why this card is jumping out unless there's a one of you feel like it's a little more off balance. So I'm not sure if this is a representation of you, Cancer, or if this is or if this is how your partner feel. but there's a little bit of an imbalance one of you are feeling where one of you think that the other one might not or could not be pulling their own weight, and it's starting to affect, I guess, with the other person's opportunities where maybe because that extra time you have having to spend or give to help out your partner is starting to take away from your ability to focus on the things that's important to you. You've been trying to find ways with the Page of Wands. I'm getting like you have been trying to find ways to make it work. Like I'm getting the overall energy so far as like you have been trying to be patient, trying to communicate the issues or express your concerns, and you've been trying to figure out different avenues to make things better. But I do get also for some of you that you might be you might be deciding soon to like give up and throw the towel in. I don't like to try to predict like after a decision is made, this is gonna be the potential future. But that's kind of what I'm getting. Like, say for some of you, if you decide to break free of this, right, this possibly could open the door up to you progression into like a more abundant status for yourself, right? You're gonna be able to attract more opportunities, or maybe some of the opportunities that you felt like that you missed out on here by you letting this go, the current thing that you're dealing with or tied to, is going to open the door up for new opportunities. And with the Nine of Wands, that's that's seem to be more of your priority right now. Maybe you don't feel that the current relationship is fulfilling you how you wanted to, and you're determined to move into something or to someone that makes you feel complete or closer to that feeling. With the Justice card, I'm getting like this is just, yeah, like you're definitely right to feel this way or to want these things. Like this is your own life, so you can it's up to you to push for the things that matter to you the most. And I think that's what you, at least for some of you, that's what you're gonna be doing. The only thing though with the two of wands in reverse, it overall gives like an energy of someone that's not fully decided to take this step. So maybe this is like a recognition that for some of you, maybe it could be a good opportunity for you to consider like walking away from this, but a lot of you might not feel or haven't decided on that's the best decision for you. Maybe you're gonna continue to give your partner or your current situation some more time. This card wanted to come out, so I'm just going ahead and take it. It was the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that's that. The Eight of Wands in reverse is just like giving me some more confirmation or clarification that there's a little bit of like a hesitation for you to make any decision right now, as far as like walking away from your relationship. Then we have the Three of Swords in reverse that came out. Yeah, okay. You don't want to, if this is you, Cancer, you don't want to make the person that you're connected to, you don't want to break their heart. You're trying to avoid this, right? Maybe there's a certain part of you just can't see yourself like breaking away from this person, because Cancer themselves have like a very nurturing spirit. So maybe you like at your core, you want this, you know by you walking away how this person is gonna be impacted. So you just trying your best to like keep that in mind. And you, unfortunate side is that that means that you also like contribute to your own suffering or your lack of progress. So you essentially right now, Cancer, I'm picking up over overall energy. Like you're not fully happy in your current relationship, and you contemplating whether or not you should walk away, and you're holding back or you dragging out that decision because you don't want to affect the person that you connect with. Let's go ahead and pull one more for your life just to see what energy or what the cards wants to tell me. Man, that sucks. That's Right now, it seems like you're sacrificing your own happiness just to benefit someone else. That's the summary of what I'm trying to say for your love and relationship. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, followed by the Hangman in reverse, followed by the Sun, followed by the Justice in reverse. Then we have the Seven of Cups. Then we have Judgment, followed by the Eight of Pentacles, the Temperance, the Temperance in reverse. No, the Hierophant. Sorry about that. So Seven of Pentacles, investment, long term vision, patience, followed by the Hangman in reverse, resistance to change, the Sun, positivity, success, joys, dishonest. I'm getting an overall energy for your life is that you're torn between making a decision on like what you want to do, like should you do something, right? I think this might be just an overall someone who's considering or contemplating like starting their own endeavor. Like maybe you're thinking about getting into like social media or just starting your own business in general. Something that's gonna require a long time investment from you, and a little bit you're seeing right now. It seems like you're the one that's getting in your own way. Like you're talking yourself out of it at the same time. Like the reason why I'm saying that is like on the one hand, you understand all the possible opportunities that could come or where it can go, right? That's what I'm getting from the sun. Like you recognize how big whatever you're contemplating can go or can become, but there's like the self doubt or the voice in your head is making you think like, well, certain like I guess corporate like picks like who they promote or who they decide. So you essentially you're going through the thoughts of like the system is corrupt, and by you holding on to that thought or similar thoughts, you're preventing yourself from even like taking the step forward, right? Yeah, like this is like with the Seven of Cups, is like you're weighing out like whether or not you should do it, whether or not I should not do it, like going back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, I you recognize that with the Judgment card, you recognize like all the changes this new thing will come with. So that part you already understand, so I don't need to spend too much time going into more deeper details for that. and you also recognize that it's not going to be easy. Like whatever you plan on starting is going to take a lot of time, a lot of work, and so far it seems like you're up to that part of it or the challenge. But with the Hierophant, I think this is just like pulling on like the negative aspects of like back to that whole corruption, that corruption mindset or thoughts that you're contemplating. There's a little bit of like resistance of like you don't want to get I guess pulled in into this energy up here in which you think is corrupt, right? Like you also have like a little bit of fear in which you think if you was to move forward with this idea that you know could be great for you, you also afraid that over time you might become part of the problem essentially. So I mean, don't let that get in your way. Like you can always decide to say no or decide to do things differently overall. I'm just gonna pull a couple more just to see how things might progress because I'm curious. So we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Three of Wands. So I know the Ten of Cups for some of you might seem Ten of Cups in reverse might seem like a negative thing, but for me, Cancer, that should be something that should be a little bit expected. Like when you start to set off on a path where it's going to be new, it's going to be challenging, it's going to take a lot of your time, it's going to require some type of sacrifice, right? It's almost impossible to remain or stay consistent with all your current communications or relationships because you're going to be busy up here like focusing on whatever you're trying to build and grow, right? And then follow like what confirmed that thought is the Three of Wands, right? It represents growth. So you're gonna be working towards whatever empire you're trying to build. So you're not gonna have all the free time that you had in the past, or you're not gonna be keeping in contact with some of the current connections or relationships that you already communicate with. So it should be expected. I don't think overall, if I was you, Cancer, I don't think you should just close the door on this opportunity. I think it has some things that's valid that you should be concerned with, but overall, it seemed like maybe this is just you overthinking. Um, I guess on the negative side of it, and it's just seem like you're prolonging your own success. So that's what I picked up for you, Karen. So let me know if this resonates, and please let me know if you guys like this format of the live readings. If not, I'll go back to the other one. I just figured let me try it out just to see if it's better for you guys. But outside of that, check me out next time when I do my read. I plan on doing one for just the full month of April. I mean, excuse me, I'm going back for June, maybe in a couple of weeks. So just if you want to catch me then make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can catch me next time I go live for your reading. And if you also like this video, I appreciate you can consider giving it a thumbs up. Besides that, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.